Hey guys, it is Monday night, April 4th, and we got a few boxes to open. I've opened most of them, so we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. So let me go ahead and get this last couple out of the way. Had a good day today. It's getting late. Got some editing to do. So anyway, here we go. Don't have anybody help me open it, so I'm gonna open these before they start accumulating too much. I got too many boxes today open, so started a diet and the food I've been getting is running out, so I had to make an emergency call to Amazon. Okay, I got these bars. These are a 10-pack of what are these things? Indulge. There's 170 calories each. Chocolate coconut bar. I've been getting these to supplement my Optavia stuff because sometimes I'll run out and I won't have time to order. And these get here like within a day. And I got these caramel nut chew bars. These are, how many calories are these? These are 130. So these are really close to the calories in the Optavia bar. Then I got one more thing. Let's see, how much were these? Okay, give you an idea. And you can buy these in like 10 packs. All right, these, let's see, Atkins Endulge Caramel Nut Chew. These are 10 bucks for 10, so they're a little over $1 a piece. And then these, this Indulge Treat Chocolate chocolate coconut bars are, there's 10, these are 12, these are a little bit more. They're almost $1.50 or something a piece. So these are a little bit more expensive. And then the last thing I got in here, which I don't know, it seems like candy, but somehow I think it's just a smaller portion, so you can kind of cheat a little bit. And if you don't feel like just eating protein bars all the time, you can sneak and get like a little treat. I love chocolate covered almonds. I don't know how good these are going to be or how they manufacture these, but I got a 4-pack. So these are, I think the biggest thing is proportion size. He's got 2 grams of carb, 1 gram of sugar, chocolate covered almonds, naturally and artificial flavored. And they are 140 calories, 12 grams of carbs, 10 sodium, 1 sugar. So these are going to be a treat for me because I miss my chocolate almonds, and this is a way I can kind of eat them and not feel so bad. And it's really close to my calorie limit. So let's go ahead and open one of these up. I'm not going to be able to eat the whole thing, but I just want to try them and see. Of course, they're small little, and another thing, they make it to where, you know, it's a small portion size, which helps. What the weight is on these things. This is 1 ounce. So 1 ounce, that's all you get, it's 1 ounce. So if you could actually buy chocolate almonds and just make 1 ounce servings, you could probably get away with it. The problem is I always eat like a couple handfuls, and this even has a little place to tear it open. So let's go ahead and try one of these bad boys. They're actually not bad. They're not really as tasty as the real thing, but it's better than not having anything at all. I really miss chocolate almonds. That's like one of my favorite things to eat, and they took them off my, I couldn't eat them. Just too many calories. But I think the main thing when you're dieting, I've talked to quite a few people, and a lot of it is not what you eat, it's the proportion size. Because there was another guy that he lost like 80 pounds, and I'm like, man, how'd you lose all the weight? He's like, well, I said, did you stop eating certain things, or how'd you do it? He said, honestly, he said, basically what I did was I just slowed down and I ate smaller amounts. So he would still go to McDonald's, he'd still go to Burger King or wherever. And I'm like, well, what did you do? He said, well, I'd eat the hamburger, but I wouldn't eat the fries and I wouldn't have the soda. So I'd have a Diet Coke and a burger. So I'd still be able to go to McDonald's, but I drastically reduced the calorie intake. And another thing I did, every day when I went home, I'd walk on the treadmill or in the morning, you know, for half an hour or whatever, but I'd put it on an incline. So it was a lot, you know, a lot more effort to do the same thing. And he would just, you know, cut out a few calories here and there, and he was able to lose 80 pounds within a year. So this is the chocolate covered, kind of like a, what is it, a Mounds bar? Yeah, because Almond Joys have nuts, Mounds don't. So this is 170 calories, and they are 10 pack. These are 1.41 ounces, so 1.5 ounces. So another thing you can do, like normally I eat 110 calories, what you could do is eat half of it if you wanted to stick to 110. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. Pull this up. You can find ways to, and that looks like an almond or a Mounds, doesn't it? Actually, it's pretty good. Tastes almost exactly like a Mounds bar. I don't know how they're getting away with this, because I know a Mounds bar has to have a lot more calories than this thing does. What is the secret ingredients? Coconut, cocoa butter, vegetable, glycerin, whey protein, isolate, 19 carbs. So I do have a little bit of an aftertaste. They're not quite the same, but very close. Very close. You might be able to get away with that. I'm going to eat half of that. And then we got one more. This is the Endulge Caramel Nut Chew Bar. Like I said, these don't taste quite as good as a candy bar, but if you want to cheat a little bit and have at least something to munch on, if you can't have the real thing, these are not too bad an alternative. And a lot of the stuff diet food that you eat is, some of it's not good at all. When you find something that's halfway decent, you're pretty happy. So these are 130 calories. So like you said, you can pretty much eat the whole thing, because you're looking for 110 if you're on the same program I am. So let's go ahead and cut this one apart. See what this one looks like. Actually, I'm just going to cut the end of it off. That's what it looks like. Let's see what it tastes like. Caramel Nut Chew Bar. Not bad. Not bad at all. 130 calories. Everything is, it says maltitol, peanuts, insulin, whey protein, unsweetened and sweetened chocolate. So, like I said, they don't taste quite the same. I wish they'd start using stevia instead of these chemicals, but if you want something that you can cheat, kind of, sort of, and get off your plan, but not screw it up too much, they have some good alternatives here. So, and you can keep under your caloric intake for the day, or just do some cardio. You might be able to eat one or two more if you really have to, and then just make up for it with cardio. You just got to burn off more than you're intaking, but it just gives you an alternative. If you get tired of what's on your plan, you can, as long as you get the similar caloric intake, you're probably going to be okay. You can't do it all the time, but you got to have something to help you get through those tough diet situations and still hopefully maintain. But you have to eat something, and it's hard to go without eating. Your best thing to do is eat every 2 or 3 hours and eat about 110 calories. And then eat a decent meal at night, high protein, low carbohydrate, veggie meal, lean and green meal, as they call it, and supplement with like 4 or 5 meals, little fuelings in between. If you're a busy person, then you can't pack your lunch or pack all your little stuff. These come in handy, because you can eat one of these and get you to the next fueling, and keep your metabolism going, but not get too many calories to where you're gonna stop losing weight. So anyway, if you like this video, crush the like button, and we will see you on the next one. True Life.